Hello, everyone. Welcome to Books and Bites. We are here today, like we are every day, with a poem and a book. And we almost forgot to choose a poem. We just were like, oh my gosh, it's time for Books and Bites. We need to choose a poem. And we opened up Shel Silverstein's book, and this is the one we came up with. I like it. Ring's going to read it for you. Scooch in a little bit so they can see you.
It's called Whoosh.
Whoosh!
My hair blower worked in reverse today. There's not really much more to say.
That's the end. Should we show them the illustration? It kind of makes it if you see the illustration.
You can do it.
I'll show them. Okay, so my hairdryer worked in reverse to say there's really not much more to say.
No, it's today.
Today, oh sorry. And there's the hairdryer, and there's that person's foot. Got sucked into the hairdryer. Cautionary tale.
I don't think that is funny.
I do. That's a very big hairdryer, though. If you can get sucked into it. Who knows?
Wait a second.
Oh, I closed it. There we go. Okay. Can you imagine your hairdryer being this up like your whole leg? That's quite some hair. I have a lot of hair, and I don't.
That's his toe and that's his pants.
Oh. All right. Well, at any rate.
I want to close this thing aggressionally.
Oh, goodness. Okay. The book we have today is called Superbat by Matt Carr. We really like this one. And without further ado, we're going to read it. Scooch in.
Wait a second. Let's read this one instead.
Oh, I do like this one, but I already announced Superbat. But let's start with this. No, we're going to do Superbat for today. We'll do that one tomorrow. Ring is a big fan of Ezra Jack Keats and Peter's Chair.
I'm not just a big fan. I'm not a big fan. I just don't like to read Superbad.
I like Superbat. Well, we're going to read Superbat today. It's funny.
Well,
Superbat!
Well, it makes you look sad. It makes you actually feel sad.
Oh, well, only a little. Only a little. You'll see. Superbat by Matt Carr. Without further ado. Hi, Kate.
Quiet.
It was the middle of the day, and Pat the Bat could not sleep. He was bored of hanging around in a dark cave. He wanted to be special, like the superheroes in his favorite comics.
Comics?
Mm-hmm. He reads comic books like you do.
I love juice.
And then it hit him. Pow! Pat had a great idea and set to work. It was not easy using his mom's sewing machine, and his wings kept getting in the way. But after a couple of hours, his outfit was ready. Keep the noise down. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat. I love juice, his mug says. Why do you think it says, be quiet, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon? Because when do bats usually sleep?
They're nocturnal.
They're nocturnal, so they sleep in the day. And I love juice.
Remember the time that our neighbors caught an opossum? Yes.
That's a story for another time. And Pat became Superbat. Superbat. When the other bats woke up, they were all surprised. Oh, I'm Superbat, said Pat. Wow, said Gary. So what are your superpowers? I have super hearing, boasted Pat. So do we, his friend screeched. Oh, good point, muttered Pat.
Well, they do still have superpowers.
They do. It's probably kind of regular powers for a bat.
Not for us.
True. All the other bats gathered around to see Superbat. Can you lift a car with your mighty muscles? Asked Gary. Ooh, or shoot laser beams from your eyes? Asked Glenda. Well, no, said Pat, his voice wobbling a bit.
Even like 10 bats couldn't lift a car.
That would be a very super bat. But I can fly. He leapt into the air. We can all fly, the other bats chuckled. What else can you do?
I wish I could fly.
Me too.
That would be cool.
So cool. Pat tried to think of another super skill. He felt like every bat in the town was staring at him. He was very nervous. I have echolocation, which means I can find my way in the dark. The bats all laughed. That's nothing special. We can all do that.
So echolocation is nothing special, but everything else is cool?
I mean, they were all like, everything you say is a superpower is something we can already do.
But that is a superpower.
Cool. It is, if you're not a bat. Pat trudged off home. His wings drooped. His ears flopped.
It's still a superpower.
That is pretty cool. He did not feel special anymore. I'm just a normal bat in a silly outfit. He sighed, trying not to cry. Is that the sad part?
Here's the no. This is the sad part that I think. No, that's. Oh
Just
yeah, that was it.
yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Just as Pat was about to rip off his suit
That's
and
the
cape.
thing that I hate.
I know.
Because he looked so hard to make that.
He did. I
love
know,
that.
and he feels bad. Pat was just about to rip off his suit and cape and throw them away, but his supersonic hearing picked up a faint cry. Help! On the other side of town, a big bad cat had trapped a family of mice.
Here's the thing. The big bad cat is like from Dora. It's a very bad show.
Okay.
You watch it the end.
We've got a lot of commentary today. Pat's wings spread out. His ears perked up. He bravely flew across the city as fast as his little wings would carry him. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? I think it's a bat in like a little funny costume.
That would be cool to see a bat flying in a
In a
cool, funny,
costume.
in an awesome costume. That would be cool.
Pat swooped in like a blur of fur. The big bad cat took a swat, but he missed Superbat. Pat dived back down again and flapped his wings really fast, wham, and scared the mean cat away.
Well, technically, all cats should be scared of bats.
Of Superbats in particular, I would think.
Just regular bats.
The mice were free! You saved us! They cried. Thank you! But who are you, oh masked crusader?
Ow.
My hero. Pat
My
smiled
hero.
modestly. Me?
My hero.
I'm no one special. Oh, yes, you are, cried his bat friends who had followed Pat across town and seen his heroics. And you do have a superpower, courage.
A lot of people have that.
Courage?
Yeah.
Do you have courage?
Depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah, me too, I think.
I think that depends on whatever anyone's doing.
Situational
Jumping
courage.
off a cliff, I don't think anyone has.
I don't know if that's courage. And you do have a superpower, courage. You truly are a Superbat. And as Pat flew back to the Bat Cave for the good day's sleep with his friends behind him all the way, he really did start to feel rather special.
And then it shows a whole bunch of facts about that.
Batty facts. We're going to share the bat facts. There are more than 1,000 types of bats. Some feed on insects, some feed on fruit or fish. The most well-known bats are vampire bats, which feed on blood. Yuck. Bats
Hey,
can live to a ripe...
Blood has a good taste.
Bats can live to a ripe old age of 20. Bats are amazing, but you don't see us often because we are nocturnal. This is Superbat talking.
And if you're near a cave.
That means we only come out at night. You're right. We see in the dark using a skill called echolocation. We make a little noise and wait for the sound to bounce off things in front of us. Our big ears then pick up the echo when we move out of the way. And that's why all bats are super.
Especially foxes.
Well, foxes, we are feeling strongly about these days. Thank you for coming to Books and Bites. We'll be back here again tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Ring, any final comments? Superbat.
Yes. It's more like telling people something.
Okay, what do you have to tell them?
A man bat is bigger than my first grade teacher.
That's true. So,
I'm not sure that exists.
I think there is a kind of bat that
a rumor.
can be all...
It's a rumor.
I think it's true. We'll look it up. We'll get back to you tomorrow on Books and Bites. Thanks for coming.